In the realm of the strange and the unexplained, gangstalking stands out as an enigma. This phenomenon is shrouded in mystery and often misunderstood, even though it has been around for a long time. Essentially, it refers to a covert psychological war waged by a group against the group, employs various tactics that are invasive, intrusive, and intended to intimidate the victim. The persons at the receiving end of this, known as targeted individuals or TIs, feel they are under unceasing scrutiny by the orchestrating group. The constant surveillance and manipulation leave them feeling vulnerable and on edge, constantly living in fear of the next attack. It's an invisible war with unspoken rules, where the victim is often left feeling helpless and isolated. Their experiences are varied and wide-ranging. Some recount instances of relentless harassment, while others talk about intimidation or even physical harm. They sometimes face a barrage of noise campaigns, street theater, and technological invasions. Their stories paint a picture of a nightmare that never ends, a reality that is both terrifying and deeply distressing. These individuals, known as targeted individuals or TIs, report a broad range of experiences that can be both terrifying and deeply distressing. Gangstalking as a term encompasses the relentless pursuit and harassment by a network of people aimed at a specific individual or group. The people at the receiving end of this, often referred to as targeted individuals, live their lives under the daunting belief that they are under perpetual surveillance, subjected to unrelenting scrutiny that seeps into every aspect of their existence. They perceive themselves as victims of an invisible onslaught, attacked by unseen weapons of a technological nature, which they believe are either electromagnetic or sonic. The paranoia seeping into their lives extends beyond just physical torment. They feel they are victims of an intricate psychological game, manipulated by mind control techniques that play on their fears, anxieties, and vulnerabilities. Their lives are marred by an array of distressing experiences, facing harassment that takes on multiple forms. This can range from the subtle to the overt, stealthy acts of vandalism that invade their personal space, character assassination that taints their social reputation through slander, to outright threats that leave a chilling sense of danger looming over them at all times. The believed perpetrators of these attacks are not just limited to commonplace criminals or rogue elements in society. In fact, the targeted individuals believe this orchestrated torment involves a vast conspiracy that spans across different facets of power and authority. They believe that it encompasses government agencies, powerful corporations, clandestine secret societies, and in the most extreme of cases, they even attribute this to extraterrestrial beings. This group of perpetrators, they believe, involves a vast conspiracy that encompasses government agencies, corporations, secret societies, and in some cases even extraterrestrial beings. The cause of gangstalking is as varied as the individuals who report it. Many people come forward with different stories and versions, and it's fascinating to see the range of perspectives. For some, they attribute it to revenge for actions they've taken in the past. These actions could range from ending tumultuous relationships, blowing the whistle on illicit activities, being an activist for a controversial cause, or embarking on legal disputes that might have upset powerful individuals or organizations. For these individuals, the stalking is a form of punishment or warning, a way for the perpetrators to exert control and reclaim power they might have lost. It's a dark side of society, reflecting how disputes and disagreements can escalate into intimidating experiences. On the other hand, there are others who perceive it with a layer of conspiracy. They propose that their experiences are a form of experimentation by government bodies or military programs. They believe that they've been subjected to testing of new technologies or methods of social control. In their view, their lives have been involuntarily thrust into a science fiction-like reality, rife with surveillance gadgets, manipulation tactics, and psychological warfare. Then there are those targeted individuals who believe that their selection was random, a lottery of misfortune. Conversely, some believe their unique abilities, knowledge, or traits pose a threat or offer a resource to their tormentors. They see themselves as either victims of circumstances or as valuable assets in a larger game of chess. Some targeted individuals believe they were chosen randomly, while others think their unique abilities, knowledge or traits pose a threat or offer a resource to their tormentors. The impact of gang stalking on targeted individuals is dire, affecting their physical, mental, and social health. They're subjected to unrelenting torment, which bears down on their daily lives, severely altering their sense of security and well-being. It's a silent plague for the victims, infiltrating every aspect of their existence. The targeted individuals experience debilitating chronic stress and anxiety, causing a relentless loop of worry-fear. This constant state of alertness triggers paranoia, forcing them into a state of constant mistrust and unease. As if the mental agony wasn't enough, they also endure a multitude of physical symptoms. These include crippling headaches, severe nausea, extreme fatigue, and persistent pain, making their existence a living nightmare. In some instances, they may experience auditory hallucinations, fragments of sound that seem to come out of nowhere, further augmenting their sense of fear. The mental and emotional toll often leads to cognitive impairments. They might suffer memory loss, find themselves plagued with confusion, and encounter difficulty concentrating, making even the simplest tasks a challenge. The psychological impact extends to their social life as well, leading to isolation. They often become distrustful, withdrawing from family and friends, and even professionals who could potentially help them. The consequences are far-reaching and profound. They're alienated, shunned, and marginalized by society, making their world shrink to a terrifying degree. The relentless pressure can lead to loss of employment, income, housing, reputation, and in severe cases, even suicidal tendencies. However, gang stalking is a contentious issue, attracting a diverse range of opinions and theories. An intricate web of narratives surrounds this concept, with varying degrees of acceptance, and the crux of the issue is the lack of substantial evidence to substantiate the allegations made by individuals who believe that they are victims of gang stalking. Despite the fervor and conviction with which these individuals present their cases, the mainstream scientific and psychological communities remain unconvinced. The majority of experts, academics, and law enforcement authorities view the phenomenon of gang stalking through a different lens, categorizing it as a form of persecutory delusion. Persecutory delusions are a subtype of delusional disorders, a category of psychological conditions characterized by persistent false beliefs that one is being harmed or threatened. This particular form of delusion, where the person believes they are being threatened or pursued by others who are either not real or possess no genuine malicious intent, has been of significant interest to psychiatrists and psychologists. Numerous factors have been identified that can contribute to the onset of such delusions. These range from genetic predisposition, implying an inherited vulnerability towards developing these disorders, to brain injuries that can disrupt normal cognitive functions. Substance abuse, particularly of hallucinogenic drugs, can also induce such delusional states. Other potential triggers include traumatic experiences, chronic stress, and long-term social isolation. It's a complex phenomenon that is still not fully understood, but is continually being studied. However, a significant challenge in this field is distinguishing genuine instances of stalking and harassment from delusions, which requires careful, meticulous analysis. This delusion can be caused by various factors such as genetic predisposition, brain injury, drug use, trauma, stress, or social isolation. In conclusion, gang stalking is a phenomenon that requires a deeper level of exploration and comprehension. This multifaceted subject presents tremendous repercussions for those who identify as being under its purview. Its intricacy unwinds in a spiral of questions and mysteries that need to be attended and with great care. Is this an elaborate, well-orchestrated conspiracy that's playing out on a global scale? Or is it merely a manifestation of some form of mental disorder, a distorted framework of the mind? Or could it possibly be something else, something we haven't yet fathomed? The answers to questions remain elusive, further amplifying the angst and distress of those who believe they are the victims of this clandestine operation. The individuals who find themselves ensnared by this phenomenon are in a state of constant suffering, their lives wrapped in a perpetual shroud of fear and paranoia. These people are in need of support and empathy from their fellow beings. They also require scientifically validated, evidence-based interventions that can guide them through the labyrinth of their experiences, providing them with much-needed relief and clarity. In EEE, that often dismisses their troubles as figments of an overactive imagination, they yearn for empathy, understanding, and practical help. Therefore, it is incumbent upon us, the greater society, to extend our hand in aid and help them navigate their experiences. They need support, understanding, and evidence-based interventions to help them navigate their experiences. This exploration of gangstalking offers a glimpse into a shadowy world that exists on the fringes of our society. A world that is often overlooked, disregarded, or simply misunderstood by those who have not experienced it firsthand. The phenomenon of gangstalking, a relentless pursuit of an individual by a group, is a subject that has been shrouded in mystery and confusion, leading to a sense of fear among those affected. This thought-provoking journey will delve into the depths of this phenomenon, raising some intriguing questions about the very fabric of our society and our understanding of reality. It will challenge our perceptions and beliefs about the world around us, about power dynamics, about the nature of free will, and about the blurry line that separates sanity from insanity. In exploring these themes, we will also delve into the complexities of the human psyche, examining the profound impact that such experiences can have on an individual's mental health and worldview. This examination will also shed light on our collective responsibility as a society to understand and support those who are grappling with such experiences. Gangstalking is a contentious subject. Some argue it is a manifestation of mass hysteria, while others firmly believe in its reality. In the end, what matters most is not whether gangstalking is real or imagined, but how we can help those who are caught in its grip.